Okay. I did a items tier list. Today we're actually going to do a Yakuman tier list. Um, if anyone is new here, we are talking about Ultimahjong. It is a Mahjong roguelike using Richi Mahjong rules, where you construct a deck of cards while playing Mahjong. Kind of think Balatro-like. If you're coming from playing Richi Mahjong, the game plays very similarly, if not pretty identical. I've seen people using Ultimahjong as a basis for single-player Mahjong. Today, we are actually going to talk about each of the Yakuman, how easy they are to get, and even some of their late-game potential. So, first on the list is our accumulated Yakuman, or counted Yakuman. Never awarded itself, simply a name for a hand that reaches or exceeds 13 Han without fulfilling the defined Yakuman pattern. Any other Yakuman disables this one, so this can not be a with multiple Yakuman. Yeah, with multiple different Yakuman. So basically, you can't have Big 3 Dragons and Counted Yakuman at the same time. This one is actually... I would put this one in A tier. If you get a really good hand, it ends up being a Counted Yakuman. There's even some instances where I think he's thinking about it, but if you can somehow get 26 Han, it would count as a double Counted Yakuman, which isn't in the normal game, but it's an interesting addition. There's some glitches with it that aren't super important because it's just a demo, but Counted Yakuman could be a pretty good base Yakuman to gather to, like, hurdle your game forward a little bit. Now that I'm thinking, let's put that in B. Pretty darn good, but not super amazing. Unlike, like, Big 3 Dragons here, any 3 Dragons sets or quads, S tier straight away. There is an item that grants you extra dragons. You can dragon rotate all your dragons onto, like, the white dragon, so it combos with the eraser. Great Yakuman. Pairs well with other Yakuman. Really darn good. On top of that, we have Little 4 Wins. Little 4 Wins, I'm gonna put in C tier. It's okay. If you have, like, the Wind Charm, you could basically get Little 4 Wins, Big 4 Wins any day. But the fact that Little 4 Wins compared to Big 4 Wins is, like, one tile different, in which I'm going to actually rank Big 4 Wins A tier, because it's not as easy to get as Big 3 Dragons. Also, I think I heard the Wind Charm is going to get debuffed in the next update. So Big 4 Wins is going to sit at A tier. Really powerful being a double Yakuman, because it pairs well with some other Yakuman. It's pretty nice, but not as good as Big 3 Dragons, because Big 3 Dragons is just that much easier to get. So, just like we have 4 concealed triplets here, 4 concealed sets, quads, and they must be entirely concealed. So you can't have your 4 pawn and then 2 pairs waiting on your last tile, and you can't call Ron. Unless you have the tile that makes all Rons a Tsumo. That makes it so every hand is a concealed hand, no matter what. That could help getting this Yakuman. This is another one that's really good later game, because in late game, you'll have 1 tile, all of your hands are going to be closed, because you can get 4 concealed triplets really easily if your hand just stays closed. Kind of like 4 concealed triplets, we have 4 quads. Let's put 4 concealed triplets there. 4 quads, very difficult to get during the main game. 4 quads, super nice late game. If you can get, like, big 4 wins with 4 closed quads, that's like a 4 times Yakuman insane. Really hard to get, though. I've tried a game with that, got really far, but very challenging. 13 Orphans. I'm putting 13 Orphans in S tier because 13 Orphans is super funny. Me and my friends have lots of jokes with 13 Orphans. This game even has some good combos with it. You can... the 10 tiles, so the 10 pawn, or the 10 pin, the 10 mon, and the 10 so, and even the 10 of Roman numerals, those all count as a unique terminal or honor. So you add a couple of those, and you can actually get 13 Orphans probably by the 3rd or 4th round, even, pretty consistently. All honors, we're going to set that right here above big 4 wins. All honors, really easy to combo with your big 3 dragons. Really easy to combo with this. All honors is kind of like not a base Yakuman, but it upgrades your Yakumans really well. Because if you have all honors, it is very likely that you have big 3 dragons, or have something set up with the wins. And then here we have all terminals, D tier. All terminals, with how powerful getting honors is, you rarely ever are going to want to go for all terminals. We have all green. I love all green because it seems easier to get in the actual game. Like in real Mahjong and Ultimahjong, all green was one of the first ones I started going for because I knew how it worked. But I'm gonna put that high C tier. Is that better than little 4 wins? I think so. All green is really easy to like use a Suji shift to shift your 1s, 5s, 7s, 9s into a green suit. You can also use So-So, which is basically built for all green, being able to turn one tile into the tile that's less than it. Also, being with green dragons, you can dragon rotate all your dragons into green dragons. Technically, you can call all green off of 4 sets of green dragons, which is very powerful. Now we have 9 gates. 9 gates I'm going to put in D tier. 9 gates is really hard to get. I have not figured out how to consistently get 9 gates in Ultimahjong. I know there has to be a way, I just haven't figured it out yet. 9 gates is just so strict with its conditions that pulling it off is almost not worth it. It would be interesting to see if you rebalance some of these to, like, see if there's a way to make 9 gates, like, useful, I guess. Like, if you play a certain Yakuman, you get a certain addition or bonus or some kind. Here we have blessings. I'm going to put blessings in S tier. If you get blessings, you deserve it. Blessing is hard, even with heavy deck manipulation during your initial 8 turns. Once you get to late game, you could call blessings really easily. Just have a closed hand and win without ever discarding. If I'm drawing all red dragons, it's very likely that I'm going to win without ever discarding. There is my take on each of the Yakuman. If you're interested in hearing my take on the different Yaku, I would very much be interested in going over that. Thank you, and have a nice day.